Previously on Season 1 of Survival Farming, we started out with a truck, $0 and a chainsaw, got new equipment, and started logging to make money. Later in the year, we managed to make enough money to buy grain and hanging equipment to further expand the farm. After a profitable harvest season in the fall, we're back again for Season 2 this spring to see if we can expand the farm even more. And if you guys enjoy content like this and you want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And hey, the like button's down there too, so may as well give that a little tap. Anyway, let's go make some money. Well, boys, it's an early morning out here on the farm, and we've got just over $20,000 to our name, which is not too bad. But today, we might be spending a little bit of that on probably something I don't even need. So we're going to take the dirt bike down to the used equipment store and check out what they got going over there. Because from what I heard, they might have something that I want. Looks like the crops are doing good. Everything's fertilized now, so we should be getting a pretty good yield out of that. Other field is doing phenomenally perfect. And the hay's all dried out, so we're going to bale that a little bit later today. So yeah, it's going to get busy. All right, here we are. Now, what was Jerry talking about that I might have wanted? Yep, there it is. I already know what I'm looking at. Actually, you know what? I don't even know what I'm looking at. What in the heck is this thing? It looks like they took the rear end out of a tractor, swapped it onto some sort of a Chevy grain truck, and they put tractor tires all on this thing. What in the heck? Who would build this? It's got dualies on it. I don't even know how much horsepower it's got, but I love this thing and I need it. Is this even road legal? I'm not entirely sure. I think they left the keys in it. Yeah, they did. What in the heck am I looking at? Oh, it's got a tractor motor in it. So they just put a Chevy cab on a tractor, essentially. What the heck? I don't even know what this is, but I love it, and I gotta know the price on it because I want to buy it. Now, the question is, what would I use this for? I have absolutely no idea, but it's cool, and I want it. Actually, you know what would be good use for this is logging in the winter, because this thing could pull logs like nothing. Oh, and it is four-wheel drive. Okay, sweet. All right, let's see if I get a price on this thing, because I don't know if I can go home without it. Okay, purchase was made. $4,000. I couldn't say no. Even though we have an $85,000 loan to pay off at the end of fall, this was a deal that I couldn't pass up. If I didn't get it, someone else would, so screw it. We had to buy it. Now I just got to figure out how to get my dirt bike home, which I might just toss it on the back here if I can figure that out. Well, that works. I wonder if this thing would work good for running the baler. We might have to give that a shot because it does have a PTO. Okay, dirt bike's unloaded here. We made it back. This thing actually seems to be driving really, really nice. And not to mention, it's bigger than the Massey Ferguson and probably has a little more power. So this might just become the main work tractor. Or truck. I am not entirely sure. Does have air conditioning, so can't really complain about that. That'd be nice for baling. And from the looks of it, it might work perfect with the baler. I may have to take the rear duals off. And no, we could turn actually pretty decent with it. All right, well, other than baling, right now we don't have a whole lot going on, so I think we're just gonna get to that because after this purchase, we're gonna need to make some more money. And from the looks of it, our other fields there are growing back nicely, so we should be getting a second cut out of those. Well, first bale down, this thing seems to be running the baler really, really nicely, so I can't complain. I think we may have a nice little new addition to the farm here. So I'm thinking after the sale of all of these bales in here, we should have enough to make roughly a $15,000 payment on the loan, which would give us a good jump to $70,000 left to pay. And from what I've seen, hay is still at a good price, so we should be able to make that happen. Well, so far so good. We're just finishing up the last little bits on this side, and then we're over to the other part, which you know what? We're actually getting pretty decent bales off this. Better than I thought we would. And not to mention, it's good quality hay that hasn't been rained on, so we should fetch a premium for it. After getting the last of the hay baled, we headed back to the farm and gathered equipment so we could haul the hay and get it sold. With all of our equipment secured, we headed back out to the hay field and got to work. With our new haying operation doing extremely well, it would only be a matter of time before we got that loan paid off. And not to mention the fields themselves were looking pretty dang good too, and would definitely yield well. With all the bales loaded up, we headed on into town to make a sale, and hopefully have a little more money in our account. With the sale of the bales made, we managed to make an extra $6,500, bringing our total up to $22,517. And after getting back to the farm, we celebrated by paying our fuel bill, which was $2,500. But with that out of the way, it was finally time to make our very first loan payment of $15,000, and that brought us down to $5,017, which we could still probably run the farm off of. Well, boys, we made some money and we paid some money, that's for sure. But the day is long from over. We got everything baled and sold, which is nice. The grass fields are looking like they can be cut now in a couple weeks. They're growing back very nicely. We might actually fertilize them because we have a little extra fertilizer around here. So I was thinking, may as well put a little on there. We got the skid steer on the trailer right now, so we'll just use the 40/20 like we used to. Never mind. this isn't working. We'll unload the skid steer. I do know fertilizer is crazy expensive, so I'm hoping if we get the cows later this year, or sometime this winter at least, we should hopefully be having manure by that time, which that's a heck of a lot cheaper than some fertilizer, that's for sure. Well, there we go. That should hold us over for a little bit. Get some fertilizer on the ground. Hopefully that helps it out a little bit. Maybe get just a little better on the hay yield. So I was taking a quick look at the field here, and I guess we can fertilize it a little more since it went through another growth stage here. So we're just going to toss the rest of the fertilizer we have on this field, and then if we have a little extra, we'll take it a little bit on the other field there, but we'll see what we can do at least. Better to put this to use on the soybeans versus the hay, because the soybeans are worth a heck of a lot more than the hay is. And since we got the row crop tires on this, it doesn't damage the field, which is nice. Now, while we may have 0 GPS on this tractor, I've kind of got to take it by eye here, so we'll try our best here not to overlap if we can. So I just finished off that other field there, so we're just loading up again here to go to the other one and use up the last of the fertilizer that we got here. Well, that is the last of it here, and we've got the fertilizer spreader here full to the top, so should be able to get a good amount out of this. All right, we finished off the fertilizer there, got that field done. Well, it's not done. We didn't have enough to completely finish it, but it's pretty well good now, I'd say. I did get a text while I was fertilizing though. We have a guy coming to look at the camper today, so hopefully he takes it, but if not, we might just keep it around the farm. So I kind of just finished cleaning up the yard a little bit, got some stuff put away, but what we're gonna do is grab the hay bind here and do a little bit of grass cutting, because the long grass in the yard has really been bothering me, and I just want to get it cleaned up a little bit. And it gives us a good chance to use this truck or tractor. I don't even know what to call it yet. Let me know down in the comments. What do you call it? A truck or a tractor? Because I haven't even decided yet. But we'll just clean up some of this grass, and then I think we'll bale it up, because why not? Maybe we'll get a bale or two out of it. Well, there we go. The yard is actually looking a little bit better now. I might try getting those trees just a little bit there. There, I think we're good. I'm not doing this to try to get hay out of the yard. I really just wanted it cleaned up, and since I don't have a mower, this is kind of the easiest way to do it. Screw it, we're gonna use a smaller tractor to pull the baler with, because it'll be easier to get up and around there. This big thing, it's no fun. I think we might get 2, maybe 3 bales off this. I don't know, we'll see. Come on, 4020, you got this. I'm on up the hill. One thing I did not think of is we're gonna have bales rolling all over here. Oh, maybe not. We might get lucky. There's bale number 2. So I think I might be pretty spot on with the 3 bale deal. Nope, only 2. Well, the baler is about 78, 80% full, so pretty dang close. But we got 5,000 in the bank account and more money to come as soon as this field's ready and as soon as the rest of the hay is ready to cut. Well, as it turns out, the guy's not coming to look at the camper here, so we're just going to leave it here. And my cousin actually might be coming out for a little bit to help out with harvest there, so then he'll have a nice place to stay. Well, I don't know how nice it is, but it'll work. Anyway, I've got some maintenance to do and a little bit of cleanup. But hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe, and goodbye.